So, Batman has a good chance at being in James Gunn's DCU. For those who don't know what I mean by that, I have such a special presentation for you. So give me a couple moments of your time and I'll break it down. Because, hey, I'm king. And I am the king of all theories. And I will, by the time this video ends, hopefully convince you why The Batman by Matt Reeves has such a great chance at being in James Gunn's DCU. But please take one moment to click that like button below this video, as it helps me work my channel, help it grow and allow this video to be seen by a lot of DCU fans, such as yourself. As well as ring that notification bell so you know first when a video like this drops. But without further ado, let's begin, shall we? So, first up, the reason why I'm making this video is because of what Matt Reeves and James Gunn have recently said about Robert Pattinson's Batman being able to be in James Gunn's DCU. And what they said was, it's not out of the realm of possibility for him to be in the DCU. And if it was, impossible for that to be, they would have just flat out said no. Robert Pattinson's Batman is not in the DCU, nor is he ever going to be in the DCU, even though James Gunn, in the beginning of his DCU, had said, well, they are still technically part of it. They're just considered Elseworlds movies. And I feel like unless you're going to do some type of multiverse crisis where all different iterations of said characters going to, blend in with like what the MCU is going to do with like Secret Wars, I feel you could have just said, yeah, well, that's just over there. He's not connected in any way, shape or form to my DCU. So yeah, with that being said, with what they both recently said about, hey, we're not, pushing the idea aside, if the possibility presents itself, yeah, he can be part of the DCU, has got a lot of us, hard, like, gooning, because this is our chance. This is our chance to hype up the idea of Robert Pattinson's Batman being in the DCU and really, push James Gunn more and more towards the idea until he just flat out makes it so and say, hey, yeah, the reason we haven't presented our DCU Batman is because he's already been presented to you and now he's officially part of the DCU. And that is Robert Pattinson's Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman. And now, the second reason why I feel Robert Pattinson's Batman has a great chance at being the DCU's Batman is because of how undecided James Gunn is at picking who his DCU Batman should be. One example being in one of the recent episodes of James Gunn's Creature Commandos, he revealed a silhouette of the DCU Batman to stop Dr. Phosphorus. And that got the internet ablaze with ideas and theories of what this Batman could be or which actor could play him. But this really put a theory in my head about, this could be Robert Pattinson's Batman way into the future. I mean, one of the most unique things about Robert Pattinson's Batman is that he's only like year 2, close to year 3 in his time at being Batman, which kind of shows that, yeah, given enough time, who's to say he wouldn't have to deal with meta criminals such as Dr. Phosphorus? And yeah, I know in James Gunn's DCU, it is sort of like a main point established idea that, like, yeah, there have been metahumans throughout history, so it wouldn't really be a crazy thing if, like, a guy in a refrigerated suit started, like, freezing people. But who's to say Gotham isn't just, a dark, grimy place? Who's to say it's just very, far away from all the meta crisis that the world faces? So, like, I know it's kind of confusing when you put it into that perspective, especially because a lot of the characters who were part of James Gunn's Suicide Squad came from Gotham. And James Gunn says his Suicide Squad is canon to his new DCU, including characters like Peacemaker, who sounds like they have like a history with Batman. It's really hard to tell, and James Gunn could just retcon a lot of stuff along with Matt Reeves. But I would like to say that if Matt Reeves' Batman becomes part of the DCU, that it would be probably the best case scenario if James Gunn just retcons a lot of the stuff that makes it incongruent with his DCU, just to say, yeah, Gotham knew about metahumans, but because there were never any metahumans in Gotham before the Batman, they never really, paid mind to the idea, and, just became like hush hush. No one really talked about it type thing. And the last thing I would say as to why Robert Pattinson's Batman has a great chance at being in James Gunn's DCU is because James Gunn and Matt Reeves work really well together. And it's not just because Matt Reeves kind of works for James Gunn, since his DC Studios is basically mapping out this entire web of DC superhero movies into, one hopefully congruent universe. It's also because, James Gunn really believes in Matt Reeves' ability to tell stories, and he himself has said that he wanted every, superhero movie to feel unique, not just feel like they're part of the same formula, even if they're in the same universe. And what would be better to that idea than having Matt Reeves make your Batman? Like, you won't have to try to find another director to hopefully make a good enough Batman for the audience to accept. We all not only accept Robert Pattinson's Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman crime saga, but we love it. We love the Penguin. We love Batman Part 1, and it hurts us that we have to wait 2 years for the Batman Part 2, but we're willing because that's how much we love Matt Reeves, the Batman. And I'm thinking, given enough time, Robert Pattinson's Batman can get yoked enough and have his Batman establish enough connections with, different characters, including his sidekicks, that when you were thinking about doing this Batman Brave and the Bold movie, you can have it be a Robert Pattinson's Batman that's now in his year 10 of being the Batman, to where he's had sidekicks like Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and the others, till we get to Damian Wayne, where James Gunn wants it to be a Batman and Damian Wayne movie. You could have this be later down the line. I don't know if Matt Reeves is willing to sacrifice the story he's already telling to kind of fit into that mold, but who's to say in the Batman Part 2 he won't get a sidekick, with it being Dick Grayson instead of Damian Wayne. I feel like a lot of fans would prefer that choice, and we would accept it as that being the new title for the Batman Part 2, being changed to Batman Brave and the Bold, because we love Robert Pattinson's Batman, and we want him so much to be in the DCU, and all of these examples show why he has such a great chance to be in the DCU. All it will take is just James Gunn saying yes, and Matt Reeves wanting to do it, and then boom, we got it. But then again, even with all these great reasons as to why it could happen, it could still not happen with the DCU Batman being some type of bulky actor like Alan Richardson. I would still like that. I would just, again, prefer Robert Pattinson as the DCU Batman, because I feel like he would do such unique dialogue and work so well with David Cornsweet's Superman. It would just be awesome. They already look good together with all the edited photoshops of having Robert Pattinson's Batman and his Batsuit right beside James Gunn's Superman with his special suit. So I'm just like, yo, just make it happen already. But again, those were just my thoughts and ideas as to why it could happen. If you have your own idea as to why it could happen, or maybe you feel opposite, maybe you don't want it to happen, then please comment your reasons down below in the comment section, as it again helps with the algorithm. Please click that like button if you like this video, ring that notification bell for more videos like this. And again, till the next Superman / the Batman video, stay great.